James here. Another new comic book day. Another time to do a deep dive in the books I got. Hi, this is James for Read More Comics. I appreciate you watching my video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What comic books did you get this week? Let's go ahead and jump in, share what I got. So these are my pulls. Well, and a few back issues from my LCS Buy Me Toys in beautiful Mishawaka, Indiana. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me make a little space right here. I live in the county in northern Indiana, so you might hear some people celebrating Labor Day Eve. First up, we have Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 11. This is the variant cardstock cover by Gerard Perel. Eisner Award-winning comic book, and it is probably the best Wonder Woman comic book I've ever read. Highly recommend it. Love Tom King's current run on it. Much better than that. Rucka's run in Wonder Woman Rebirth. Amazing. Really creative, experimental take on it. Much better run. Highly recommend this. This is a back issue. This actually came out last week. I picked it up because it's a milestone comic book, not because it's necessarily a key. This is Detective Comics issue number 1100, and this is the, I'm not sure, this is a Bruno Redondo cover. Love his work on Nightwing. So what I get this, I'm thinking next year, maybe one of my comic book goals will be to collect every 100th book, all the anniversary books for Detective. I'm not looking at expanding into collecting hundreds of Detective comic books, but it might be pretty cool, and it would be kind of a quirky little goal. A buddy of mine gave me one of them, made me think of this. So anyway, here we go. Next up, we have Fantastic Four Fanfare issue number 4. This is the variant connecting cover. Fantastic Four is, I think, low-key one of the best comic book titles at Marvel. Haven't read any of these yet. This was kind of the build-up to the Fantastic Four movie, so I'm looking forward to it. Each one of these looks at a different one of the Fantastic Four characters. Based on the cover, my prediction is this might be Johnny Storm. Next up, we have Hornsby and Halo issue number 9. This is a Ghost Machine title, and with this kind of, I'll say this is the second wave of titles that came out. This came out with, let's see, Hyde Street. It came out with, it's kind of like a Swiss Family Robinson book. I'm totally escaping it. I'll leave the title right down here. Anyway, I picked this up because I really do like Peter Tomasi, but this title hasn't been connecting with me. I'm probably going to drop it after issue number 10. This is a new title. This is, let me look on the back. When you see the book, you'll understand why I have to look on the back. I think it's Immortal Batman. Yeah, Immortal Legend Batman. This is an Elseworlds title. There's only supposed to be 5 issues. I got the foily cover. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And I heard someone online kind of review it and said it was kind of like what Michael Moorcock did with his Eternal Warrior. So that sounded pretty cool to me. It's definitely supposed to have a Power Rangers type vibe because the writer, longtime writer in Power Rangers. So anyway, picked up this copy, and I think I'll be picking up some of the variant copies, variant covers as I move forward, rather than the A cover by Dan Mora. Speaking of Dan Mora, we have Justice League Unlimited issue number 10. This is Dan Mora cover. Why am I picking this up? 1, Dan Mora. 2, Mark Waid. 3, this is the best Justice League book I've read that taps into that kind of Justice League Unlimited animated series vibe Bruce Timm did in early 2000. Loved the title. So I actually went back to get all the back issues that I missed because I only got the crossovers with World's Finest. Next up, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 37. Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man in the 616 universe. Couple issues behind on this. I don't think I have read like the last 3 or 4 issues. It's all in my read pile though, and I just love the title. Next up, we have Monsters issue number 59. So this is Marjorie Liu, son of Takeda. I've reviewed some of their books in the past. Love the purple on this. I feel that they're building up to something on issue number 60. There's no kind of end in sight to the book, but I could see them taking a long break at some point. I don't know. Anyway, wonderful image title. Great world building. Amazing art. Check that out again. Then we have we'll do the back issues in a moment. Last one of my pulls is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 20. This is my favorite Peter Parker Spider-Man title, even though it's in the Ultimate Universe. The current run by Jonathan Hickman is supposed to end in issue number 24. I imagine that Marvel's going to come up with something to keep running on this, the Ultimate Universe, only because it's some of the best books they're coming out with right now, which says a lot considering the depth of their bench. And then we got 2 back issues. I got Superman issue number 28 with a gorgeous, really cool, this is a Salvador La Roca variant cover. This was actually the ratio cover, the 1:25 ratio. And then we have Superman issue number 29. This is a David Aja cover. So why did I get these? Because they connect to the overarching kind of storyline with DC All In It and the Absolute Universe and Darkseid in the background. This is supposed to be, like, these 2 issues are the Legion of Darkseid story, which is a continuation, I think, of the Justice League Unlimited World's Finest crossover. What was it? We Were Yesterday, which came out earlier in the year. So I'm going to be pulling these because I like the story that they're telling, that kind of overarching thing, when they do it really well. And I think they've done a good job, and I'm saying DC creative teams and editorial in kind of mapping it all out. So those are my books. Thanks for watching. Please, again, if you like hearing me ramble along about comic books, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment right down below. Share with me what you picked up this week, if anything. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to read more comics.